Hello, here's Ray from OSU Hermiston Station. Today I would like to share my study about biochar and organic manure in East Oregon. The take-home message, so we identify the yield benefit from biochar or manure application compared normal NPK fertilization. The wood-chip biochar and manure tended to reduce soil acidification. Biochar and manure had the potential of reduce nitrate leaching. So the introduction, irrigation play a very important role in agricultural production of the Columbia Basin. Chemical fertilizer and water are intensively applied to optimize crop growth and production, which may impact soil quality and crop productivity. So for growers facing strict regulation because irrigated land are considered one of the major contributor to groundwater nitrate leaching contamination. So about manure and biochar, manure as a traditional fertilizer source has showed great potential in sustaining soil quality. So what is a biochar? So biochar is a charcoal made from biomass via low or no oxygen at a high temperature level. Biochar has the potential to mitigate climate change and through carbon sequestration. And biochar can increase the soil fertility. This is a very famous picture, and increase the crop productive and control plague disease. And it is a stable, solid, rich in copper, and can endure in soil for thousands of years. There's a knowledge gap. So in general, the information on application for manure and the biochar is on the soil quality and the crop productivity is limited in East Oregon. And also there's a concern about the high cost and the long-term effect impact the adoption of the material. So objective for the study. So one is to evaluate the potential of use of material in the region, and also evaluate the effect the biochar application on the crop yield, determine the effect on soil property, and provide timely information for growers and the industry. So this is based on field trial conducted in the 5-sided loam soil in Hermiston for 2 seasons. First season for corn and second season for crop. Now potato, there are 8 treatments. So one is the control without fertilization, and NPK fertilizer. For this treatment, the nitrogen level is 100 pounds per acre. NPK plus wood chip biochar at a rate 50 to 200%. So NPK plus coconut shell biochar at 200% rate, manure at 200 and 100% nitrogen rate applied each year. So the experimental design is a randomized complete block design with 4 reps, and the size is 20 by 20 feet. So this is a soil information before trial. So soil depth from 0 to 15 all the way to 90 centimeter. Surface soil, they have a higher nitrate level compared to lower depths. As ammonia levels are generally low. P level is around 19 ppm is surface depth, and this is lower depth, and K is surface sufficient level. pH is surface level is 6.1 to 6.4, and deeper is 7.1 is a neutral level. Biochar material, wood chip biochar is organic waste from electricity production provided from company PGE. They include bird material and the unburned wood material. So if you strictly say this is cannot be seen as a biochar. Coconut shell biochar is from a local retailer. So for the rate, wood chip biochar application is 5 to 20 ton per acre. Representing is a 50, 100, 200% general rate. Coconut, only one rate is 20 ton per acre. As a comparison purpose, all biochar were applied one time in July 2017. So this is a basic chemical property, moisture, NPK level for the wood chip, coconut, and the manure. This is the chemical property for the biochar. So we can see the SSA level for wood chip is much lower than the coconut, and the pH wood chip is a neutral level, and the coconut is more acidic. And for the organic carbon, so both has a higher carbon content. About the field management data collection, in the year 2017, all the material were applied on the soil surface. After application, the topsoil was disked to incorporate the material into the soil. Coral seeds were sowed on July 25. So quite late because all the materials are not ready. And after planting, so the irrigation was applied through the hand-line sprinkler throughout the season. Soil property crop growth analyzed in late August and late November, all plant mold and incorporated to soil. In the year 2018, potato planted on May 4th and harvested September 26th. Potato yield measured and sorted in lab and soil sample analysis after potato harvesting. So let's see the result about the core growth is in August. So the cultures had the lower core height is normal, but for the other treatment in general, we cannot see the difference. And this, actually, we also had another try in growth field with only 3 treatment NPK and NPK with 100% biochar, 200% biochar, meaning 10 ton and 20 ton biochar. So based on that field study, you cannot see the yield difference between NPK and biochar application. So about the potato production, so this is total yield, this is the marketable yield. So among these 7 treatments, you cannot see the difference between the NPK or manure or NPK or with all the biochar treatment. So in general, the effect of biochar crop growth and the production limited based on the trial. And manure also did show the difference with chemical fertilizer. About the nitrogen level, so the NPK, the pink colors, they had a higher nitrate content from the surface to all the way to the deeper depths compared with control. The wood chip biochar tended to reduce the nitrate compared with NPK from 30 to 90 centimeter. So there's a potential to reduce nitrogen leaching. But among these 3 application depths, so 100, 50%, 200, so the higher rate, the blue color had the lowest nitrogen content. So this is a coconut shell biochar. The orange color, pink color is NPK low, and the blue color is the wood chip biochar. So the coconut biochar had a lower nitrate level in deeper depth from 30 to 90 centimeter, meaning there's potential reduced nitrate leaching. And compared with these two biochars, so wood chip had a lower nitrate levels. So this is about manure. So both manure treatment had a lower nitrate level compared with NPK. So that means it's a good option to reduce nitrate leaching issue. About the soil pH in the year 2017, NPK reduced soil pH compared with control, and the wood chip tended to reduce soil acidification when applied. But the coconut biochar, they had similar pH as NPK. So manure tended to reduce acidification. So this is one treatment, this is another treatment. So compare the NPK. Back to the year 2018, when we see the soil nitrate level, so the soil depth nitrate level. So this coconut biochar is a wood chip biochar, and oh no, sorry, this is an NPK and wood chip biochar and control. So we can see both biochar had the potential to have a lower nitrate level compared with APK alone. So this is a manure treatment. Both manure treatment has a lower nitrate level as compared with APK, especially the higher application rate. We also measure the soil organic matter, but in general, that the information is no difference was found. So soil organic matter level generally less than 1%. So about the soil pH level, so the NPK reduced the soil pH compared with control. Wood chip had a similarity as a control, and the coconut had the similarity as NPK. So about the manure treatment, so both manure treatment can increase the soil pH compared with chemical fertilizer. So that means manure can increase soil pH to nearly neutral level. So it's a good sign for the agriculture in the region because soil acidification become an important issue. So in summary, no yield benefit were found from biochar manure application in field trial, and soil acidification was reduced by application of wood chip biochar and manure. Both biochar and manure application lower soil nitrate content suggests a potential for reduced nitrate leaching potential. We didn't see the improvement of soil organic matter with manure or with biochar application. So this means the difficulty in improved soil quality in the irrigated land with sandy soils. The post effect of biochar seems relatively limited. Of course, it's just a short-term study, so more study, especially long-term experiment, are needed for summarize the use of manure and biochar. Acknowledgement to the farm crew provide technical support for field management, student crew for contributed plant measurement and soil sampling and harvesting, and field funding support from OSU, ARF, and also from PGE company. With that, I would stop and take any question if you have. Thank you very much.